Hey man, what's up?
I'm here.
Yeah, how's it going?
Sorry, it's been going good, yeah?
Yeah, just wait a second. I'm setting up my. Oh, so there's something wrong. Yeah, now it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait a second. So, how's week in courses?
It's, it's been alright, to be honest, yeah. Just a bit, perplexed by the Nanny affair.
Oh yeah, and I was really heartbroken that I had to read only, you know, what is it called? Hostel Story in Dream Zone and nothing else. It's a
So,
torture.
alright. Well, yeah, I mean, everything's been going well, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah. So, where do you want to start? Dream Zone or choices?
Um, do you know what? I actually don't even know myself.
Okay, so let's start with choices though. Um, so we have what is it called? Queen Bee Book Two, Chapter Four. Interesting chapter. What do you think about that? We basically, yeah. So it was getting. I mean, the Poppy fiasco that was, that happened in the last chapter. Everybody thought that Poppy was the culprit, but she wasn't. And we literally go to her and we convince her that there's a little mob outside to get you. And then we sort of escort
Yeah,
her to safety. And there were some scenes here and there, like the ones I was talking about. And then we stage a fake taking down, like we put up to show this, like we put on a show that we are taking down Poppy, but it was just for
yeah,
camera. But also Poppy apologizes for the first time, and dramatic things happen, but everybody believes that. And then suddenly no one's talking about that anymore, and then we invite people to the chess club, the Zeta
yeah,
girls, to find who actually did that. And then there was something about this girl, Ohio's boyfriend and stuff. And then we go to the chess club where we forgot our phone, and then we have a person with our professor, and then the next chapter sort of teaser that we're gonna have to go to a fashion show or something, and in this fashion show, only the best of the best are invited, and so like New York's top models are invited, and we're one of them. So that's where we sort of leave it off. Yeah, so that's just it's a rundown of the last chapter. So anything in specific, what is your feeling like? Did anything stand up to you in the last chapter? Any moments, any lines, anything? How did you feel about that?
just the fact that there is a poppy centric chapter, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. And
Like,
I yeah, go on.
Um, as well, I'd like to add something on this.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you saw the screenshot I sent you. Somebody said, which is true in my opinion. I think I'm going to get hate for this. I don't care one bit. The fact that I do get the professor is forced. Don't get me wrong. Okay, and okay, okay.
Yeah, no worries. We can talk freely. There's no problem.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
People
no
bloody
worries.
cool. Yeah, sorry.
I
As I was
understand.
saying,
We have had that conversation already. It happens with me. It happens with you. It's no
yeah,
problem.
yeah. Oh, I forgot what I'm going to say now.
Yeah, you're talking
Yeah,
about
about Aina.
professor.
Basically, you tell me out of the first four chapters, how often we see Aina without taking any diamond scenes? Answer that question.
No, only diamond scenes, like and diamond
Exactly.
hookup scenes. Yeah, mostly.
Exactly. It's like, all right, if you don't take the diamond scenes, she's not forced. Absolutely
Exactly.
not.
That's what I did. Yeah, exactly.
It's like I sound like Brandon because I'm simping over Aina, and it's not like that because I don't simp for Aina as much as he does for Sam. But
Mhm.
that's a different conversation for a different minute. But
Yeah.
no, seriously, it was quite shocking. Although,
Hmm.
like, we made her to apologise. I kind of did see some little remorse, but that still doesn't mean I forgive her for everything she's done. You know,
Nope.
we get to what is it? Tackle her out of the window or climb out of the window with her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Literally, like carry her out the window.
Yeah,
And if you remember the description of the first chapter of the first book, the main
yeah,
character said, "Oh my God, New Yorkers are so tall," and she's like dragging a tall girl out of her window.
yeah. I think that's what I like about Queen Bee. It's like a first-person view. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
kind of.
it.
Yeah, like yeah, yeah, you're right. Like a like a roasting and late night vibe you find with it, like a comedic. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was interesting. But
I just yeah. Sorry,
yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
I forgot what I was even going to say.
Yeah, but coming to that Aina conversation, I mean, I agree with you that Aina. I mean, look, this was supposed to be a one love interest book. Okay, now who is the second love interest? People liked Zoe so much that Zoe got promoted to the second love interest, because if you remember, Zoe, Veronica, Carter, and even Ford, they all started as the as same, like they were like little flings. All of them were flings, but Zoe, like people started liking her so much, and sort of what happened with Maxwell, like she got promoted to the love interest. But like the plot has to be centered around a professor. It's just like Gabe. It's just like Ethan Ramsey, because the main plot has to be someone, the professor or the doctor. So you can, yeah. So that's just it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I agree. I think you said like Zoe is pushing us toward our professor.
Yes, honestly, I'm
Love
sorry, it doesn't
interest.
seem like I'm interested today, but obviously I'm on the computer trying to find my saved screenshots of the chapter, but I can't find them. You see, it's probably because I probably deleted them, but obviously, no, but like it. But the thing is, right, and I've just thought of this earlier, right?
Yeah.
If it was still one love interest book with Ines, people would still be moaning that she's forced, and they'd still be moaning that she's a horrible character per se, even though she's not. Do you know what I mean? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You were sort of blacked out for a second. Yeah, no worries. Go on.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, somebody said, yeah, saw this. They said, why couldn't it just be a single love interest book with a gender of choice, like a love interest that you can customize? Well, half of
Oh.
that question is partly true, but if it was still a little single love interest book, you'd probably still moan.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's why single love interest books are like you can either take it or leave it, because if you don't love the love interest, and it's just not about liking the sprite but also the character they're playing. So like if you don't like the character, you like, for instance, what's happening with Sam. You may not like Sam anymore and the book doesn't appeal to you anymore. But if it were a multiple love interest book, then if you would have gone for another, like, wow, I have a choice. So that's why it's always better, and I think that's what they try to do by adding Zoe as another love interest. But still, I think they haven't progressed much with that, because Zoe is still the friend who is pushing us toward the professor, not our love interest. I mean, I don't know if
Exactly.
on that. Yeah.
She's pushing us towards a professor. It was clear in book one, and it's clear in book two.
Yeah,
It's just,
exactly. Like
to be
Dion.
honest, it's to be
Like
honest,
Dion.
to me, this might sound a bit silly, and I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says. It's like laws of attraction. Honestly, I kid you not. It's like, to me, I think, and I think everybody knows that Gabe is clearly the writers clearly thought everybody would choose him. But
Yeah.
and I think, to be honest, in my opinion, I think they just added Iceland just to the last minute. If I'm perfectly honest, because you tell me who is clearly the favoured love interest in that book. Exactly. It just honestly sickens me that the the said in that Black Lives Matter post that they clearly say that they're going to get equal screen time. Like crap. We've seen it in Laws of Attraction. We've seen it in Queen Bee, as much as I hate to say it. You know, seen it in what is it, Open Heart Book 3, or all of Open Heart. You know what I mean? It's just if you can't do something, don't promise to do it in the first place.
Yeah. So to add to that, I totally understand that, but I think why Queen Bee is better than Laws of Attraction and
Oh, 1,000,000%.
yeah, because in terms of love interest, I'm not talking about the story, but because like if you take a look at Open Heart was supposed to be a single love interest book because it focuses on your relationship with the doctor, and same thing with Laws of Attraction because Gabe is the person who told Sadie to bring you to this law firm because he saw the potential in you. So Gabe is the main love interest, So like not Gabe, not the name Gabe, but that certain character. So now,
Yep.
just imagine if that person were gender customizable, if that doctor in Open Heart were gender customizable, then it would have made sense. So I know
Yeah.
why they want that correct character to be main because the story would make more sense. Like just like in Queen Bee, the professor is
Yep.
gender customizable. So I guess that yeah, pushing toward a certain character because of the story, that would make sense because like the Queen Bee with the professor there is more like slow burn forbidden romance and the thing that would excite you, not with Zoe, not with Poppy, not with Veronica. Like all those things are not present in there, so that's why it has to be professor in terms of more scenes with her, though still believe like more second chapter scenes are needed, like heart to heart, not like going Sam more. But anyway, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Yeah. It's like I said, and it's always come down to the same point. If it
Yeah.
was Laws of Attraction mainly, and I'm going to say Ethan Hart then. Well, it actually is, to be fair. But, it's like if there was gender customizable, the love interests,
Hmm.
then
Everybody would like that.
exactly. But it's just Pixelberry thinking everybody wants to date the male love interest all the time when we've got to remember not everybody does that.
Hmm.
Not everybody's. I hate to say this. Not everybody's a straight woman,
Hmm.
a straight
Yeah,
female. Sorry.
exactly. I agree with that. I mean, they are trying to bring variety. I mean, did you see the? Yeah, because they even mailed a second insider, halfway through this month about their post. That was the survey. So they're really pushing people to, fill the survey so they can bring new changes to the community because I think they understand that there is some backlash or people don't like it much or
Yeah,
new
like.
changes.
Sorry, can I add something on that? Sorry.
Yeah,
The like what was it? Sorry, I'm trying to find choices here. Yeah. Hang on. Sorry about this.
yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Forgot what we were going to say. Sorry, you go on. Sorry, I'll probably think of it in a minute.
Yeah, but like I was saying that, but my worry is I don't know how much this survey is about love interest and other stuff, and how much it's about making
Yeah.
more money. Because remember, you sent me a screenshot of the Lovesick app.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
pathetic.
and in choices in their survey, they put a question like that, like a short time, or like a certain amount of like time where you can buy a certain thing for like will you love the feature? You know what I mean? Like it's
Yes.
going to be available for a short time, but you can sort of enjoy the benefits of that, or like in-app purchases or more buying something for a short time. So I don't know how much it's for those kind of businesses and how much it's for actual change because they put that there too. I hope it's in terms of everything.
Yep. To be honest, it all just comes down to money at the end of the day. And as well, sorry, that's what I remembered now. What I was going to say was, I saw somebody put a screenshot on somewhere, I can't remember where they were saying about these romance, no, not these romance, these competition books It's like, yes, please just stop those competition books, please. I'm fed up with it in like Queen Bee, not Queen Bee, yeah, Queen Bee. I'd say competition.
Yeah,
Queen
competition.
Bee, um, Royal Romance. To be fair, because you're trying against a competition against somebody else.
Yeah.
There's literally loads, and it's on rules of engagement, books like that. I just honestly hope that they don't just put it in there and like just false promises like they always do. They always do false promises, and it honestly sickens me.
Yeah.
Why can't we just have books where? Oh, I'm just honestly just sick of it at the moment with choices. You know, I'm just sick of everything.
Yeah. I mean, there is a lot to improve, and depending on the survey, the app can change. I mean, there's a question that, like certain screenshots to save, like in a dream zone, you have to have cards that you can save. So they're trying to plan to bring those things into play too. So yeah, but I just hope like it doesn't cost much diamond, because that would be then really costly.
Yep.
Yep. Did you see all the love interests so far they released for Wake the Dead? I mean, personally,
Yeah.
I liked all of them. I mean, Hassan, Megan, no, some Fox, and then there was like Angel
Yeah,
something. I
I'm on
mean,
the Twitter now. Sorry, I'll have a look for you. Shannon Fox,
yeah,
Troy Hassan, and sorry, look for the other one. Angel Savage.
Savage, yeah, all of them like not just their character or sprite, but the character they're going to play. I mean, I love all of them already. I mean, we have a nice best friend, we have an introvert nerd like character, and then we have
Yep.
a daredevil like savage who's kind of weird. So it's just perfect combo for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is always safe, to have variety in love interest. Four love
Yep.
interest, four different characters, and then just go with it. I love that books like that.
Yes, and at least make it two for two. You know, two male, two female.
Yeah, so there's another male coming up, I guess.
Yep. I saw quite a lot of people liked Shannon. Shannon's one.
Yeah, I know, Shannon.
Yeah. Well, let's
No,
just hope that it's a good book, though.
yep. Genuinely, they are. I mean, you see where there are, a variety in love interests. Those books are normally good. They're generally good. Like what was this book? Distant Shores. The kind of book that was good. Um, what was that other book? Blades of Light and Shadow. We had variety. It was good. Open Heart. Story plot was good. Other than everything, maybe the main romance was messed up, but plot was good until book two. What else? Same can be said for Foreign Affairs until chapter 13. Everything was good.
Yep. Still there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I'm here. Sorry, don't worry.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen in the next chapter? It seems like something big is going to pop up because we're going to big places, like it says that you're not America's next best friend or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't even noticed that. What is that? Laws, not laws of attraction. Nanny affair.
Yeah, Queen Bee.
Oh, Queen Bee. Sorry. What I think is going to happen next chapter. I don't think that we're going to get a new thing, a new person to under who works with X. To be honest, I don't think that's going to happen. Because if it goes at the rate it is at one chapter, I hope it's not something like Royal Romance, something like that. I just want it to be a good book and not everything at the start of it and then just let it drag out, just like a
Yeah.
certain book. What I
Yeah.
think's going to happen, I really couldn't tell you.
How
I
far
really,
do we go with the professor last chapter?
um, I think we actually got to hook up with her. I can't remember. I actually can't remember.
Oh, it's okay. I actually didn't take the scene.
Yeah, I don't think. I actually, do you know what? I'm just saying that because I didn't even take it myself. To be fair.
I didn't take that either. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess next up is Nanny Affair.
Wow, that was interesting. I don't actually think we got to hook up with Sam this chapter for
I
once.
was I was going to say, this is like trivia that
Do you want to know
this is
something
a
funny? Yeah.
yeah, what?
Oh, Brandon's not going to realise this. Oh, how things have changed. Get this, yeah? This is what Brandon put on his Instagram story.
Yeah.
Get this, yeah? You're going to laugh at this. I know you are. That pretty much sums up Witness. But yeah, the MC just drags the book down with wanting to hook up all the time. No, 1 minute. There's another one. There's another one.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
The story
Yeah.
did seem rather slow, of course, filled with hookups.
Yeah.
He's criticising Witness, saying they hook up all the time. But yet he fails to realise that's exactly what's happening in Nanny Affair.
Hey man, there's a plot, man. No, stop. There's a plot. Back off.
And honestly, I will send you the screenshots right now. It's funny as
I know,
hell.
but what you fail to understand is that in Nanny Affair we have a plot that we didn't have in Witness. Don't you understand?
There is a plot in Witness.
No, there's no plot in Witness. There's a plot in the Nanny Affair, and the Witness was about just hooking up. The Nanny Affair is not just about hooking up. The Nanny Affair is about hooking up in different positions in different places, and that's a plot. How creative the writers can get with their BDSM, sort of imagination, and that's a plot, man. Seriously, erotica, it's called, and choices are really, doing well with it.
You are joking, aren't you?
Yeah, of course, I'm joking.
No, but don't you find it funny though when it's like with
I know.
anything? Not. It's just like that's exactly what's happening in bloody Nanny Affair. For Christ's sake,
Yeah, I know.
it's
I know.
some
Yeah, I mean,
some of these characters that wrote out to have like a sex drive of a rabbit. You know.
yeah, I mean, he just described the Nanny Affair with Witness.
So again.
I said he described the Nanny Affair book, but wrote the name Witness.
Exactly. It's honestly that is what's happening. It's honestly baffling sometimes. It's honestly baffling.
I know. I know. I know. I think the only positive thing last chapter was the scene with the boys. That was really good. But still, Sam would have to put her mouth on us, like, "Hey, bro, let's go hook up." But that didn't go much far. Thankful for that. Yep.
Did you know? Out
Yeah.
of all the books, sorry about this. Something's just turned up. Bloody everything happens, doesn't it, when we're bloody recording?
What happened?
No, sorry, just this. Just a bloody post. Oh, no, but seriously, I'm just. Sorry, what was we even talking about? Yeah, sorry, that's what I wanted to say. Did you know? In all the choices, yeah, there's loads of books, isn't there?
Yeah.
Out of all the books, there's literally only 19 what are gender customizable as the MC.
Yeah, and I have played all of the gender customizable books.
You ready? Do you want to know how many books there is?
Yeah, how many?
1 minute, sorry, the bloody page is annoying. Just ran downstairs and bloody out and knackered. Right, here we go. Where is it? Right, you ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
I'll go
28,
over 40.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37,
You
38,
will go
39,
well over 40.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, about just over 50.
I
And
know.
get Pixelberry stay there, the representing it perfectly. Fuck off. I'm sorry for swearing, but I just don't. I am honestly sick of it at the moment.
I know. I know.
Oh, it's.
They're saying, yeah, they're saying, it's perfect. We're representing it very perfectly. Hypocrite and leader.
Like, honestly, I could literally name Wolf Bride. Wolf Bride, obviously, female gender customizable.
I know.
Witness had no reason to be gender locked. With every heartbeat, definitely not. Why was that gender locked?
I don't
Wishful
know.
thinking.
Queen
A very
Bee, why is that gender locked?
ex- Queen.
So why is Carter in the competition? Why is Ford in the competition?
Exactly. Sunkissed. Slow burn. Well, actually, to be honest, that's male gen. That's to be honest, that's about 20 then. Sorry. Save the
Slow burn is
date.
gender customized.
Rules of engagement. Royal
Same didn't make sense.
romance.
Same didn't make sense. 'Cause it was a
Ride or
wedding.
die. Rising tides. Red carpet diaries. Queen Bee. Platinum.
Yeah,
The nanny affair.
yeah, the
Because
nanny affair.
not
I mean,
all nannies. Not all nannies are female. I'm sorry to say.
horrendous. You wouldn't believe when the nanny affair first released. I didn't know if it was going to be gender customizable or not. I literally searched up like the nanny or whether they're a male nanny. So in Google, I found out nannies are mainly female. I was like, okay, and I didn't say much. But book two, there was a gender customizable nanny, Jordan, and our main character was just female. That was shocking. Like why wouldn't I don't know. I mean, I understand Mickey mentioned the motherly love, but still, I mean, I don't. We're not getting motherly love much in book two. I mean, it was all about hooking up now. So why does the gender matter anyway?
Exactly. And if you notice something as well, basically more or less everything,
Yeah,
every book what's gender locked is not even the best books.
I
Veil of
know.
Secret, gender customizable. Um,
Yeah,
Perfect match.
all the gender customizable books are like I just to double on your comment. All the gender customizable books are you know great books. Like
Yep.
you show me some are not like I wouldn't say they're like awesome books, and you see books that are getting criticized mostly are like I'm not saying criticizing by some online bully or something like they don't like some certain character, but so to speak, like totally a trash book like Witness or any other book. It's not a gender customizable book. They are all gender locked.
Yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Someone tried to
No
call me
worries.
again. Yeah, I just wish, honestly, I mean, to go on that as well, sorry. Veil of Secrets, amazing book. Nightbound, perfect, better than Bloodbound. I don't care what
Yeah,
anybody says. It
way better.
lives. Hot Couture.
Drop.
Hot Couture, to be honest, is locked, but it's a good book. Laws of Attraction, decent book. High School Story. Hero. Heist Monaco. The Haunted of Brightwood Manor.
Blast.
No, that one's locked. Foreign Affairs. Elementalist. Crimes of Passion. Like Blades
Attention.
of Light and Shadow. Big Sky Country. All the good books.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just out of for me personally, the gender locked books, the books that are better on top, there'd the first book would be yeah, that one, The Unexpected Errors, because of the mystery. So the gender doesn't matter because the plot is so important there that the romance and those parts don't matter. And then secondly, of course, the love and what happened, the tragedy with every heartbeat, the second book. And third would be My Two First Loves, because and fourth would be Save the Dates and some other books. But
Yep.
other than that, if you go like with Sam and our professor, because when you're forced to read, like if it's mainly plot like in The Unexpected Errors, then you understand, okay, it's a plot, I'm playing it, it's super exciting. But if it's about romance and hookup scenes, like I don't understand. I mean, I have no experience about it. How am I supposed to read a female hooking up with a female? I mean, I don't know how it's supposed to be. Why should I pay diamonds for to read the description? That wouldn't make sense to me. Because no offense to anyone, but I am a male reader. If I'm having a hookup scene with a female hooking up with female, I mean, how would I understand any terms there? Are like it wouldn't make sense to me. Like, what would I pay for it? And people say they pay for those steam. We're just seeing the naked body of Sam, for that we're paying. for the scenes, the writing, they don't make sense much. I mean, it just doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Like, if you are told like how a Muslim kid live in Iraq, would that make sense to any of us? I mean, not trying to be offensive to anywhere, but their lifestyle is different. So reading the sex scene, the description, is like it doesn't make sense. I mean, how it makes sense to me? But if it were a male and female, or even male and male, that would make sense to me because I'm a male, a main character. So that's why representation matters, like you said. I mean, having a male main character matters, and that's why Sam, Professor, maybe they could be a love, but to me, they're not that much a big love interest when it comes to hooking up a romance. But yeah, like the professor was said, like emotional things. Yeah, I can understand the emotional bonds there.
Exactly. To me, it honestly make or breaks a book for me. If it's like Baby Bump, obviously that makes sense to be gender locked, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like, let's be honest.
absolutely. That also made sense to have only a male, a male love interest.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just really a questionable thing. Like, I don't know, because I really don't know. I don't want to comment on that, like Tucker Carlson, but still, like, just a question. Like someone is having a baby with a man, and then suddenly how they can think like after a few months, like, oh, I'm maybe lesbian. That just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, yeah, there could be like a shocking rebel. There could be a bisexual for matter, but it's kind of really confusing to me. But yeah, like it would have been better if it were totally gender locked. But I'm not saying anything. Just a question.
Yep.
I don't know.
I just, I'm just honestly sick of it, to be honest.
I know.
But yeah, I think that's all I've got to add on that. To be honest, I'm just sorry if I just went on off on one, but to add on
Yeah.
that,
No. That's what I always think
to
about.
be
Is
honest, sorry, actually I'll look through these and I'll. There's a couple I will point out which doesn't make sense to be gender locked with every heartbeat. Why was that gender locked?
no
Right,
books.
right,
No books
right.
make sense. No
Like
books.
honestly, it just and
Okay.
as well,
Okay.
annoys me the
Okay.
most is it's like laws of attraction, not laws
Okay.
of
No.
attraction.
Okay, so here's one thing we can make. Look, the books that were released before 2019, the gender locked books. Let's just take them for granted. Okay, because at the time, choices didn't know they had a variety. Because since the start of 2020, people started to make their voice heard. Choices even said would make more gender customizable books. Okay, that's the end of 2019 and start of 2020. So after that, you look the amount of books, the Nanny Affair, the Queen Bee. I mean, you name it. Wolf Pride. I mean, first of all, it was VIP. Second of all, it was gender locked. I mean, wow. At that time, what else? You name it. Just perfect match. No. Perfect match. Mismatch.
Perfect match is actually gender customizable.
Yeah, no mismatch.
Mismatch, sorry. That's
Uh,
gender locked.
yeah. What else? They have a lot, loads of books here.
Wolf Bride, Witness, with every heartbeat is all gender locked to female. Wishful thinking, very scandalous proposal, unexpected heiress, sun
Yeah, very
kissed,
scandalous.
rules of engagement. Sorry, I'm not finished yet. Royal Romance, Masquerade, Rising Tides, Ride or Die, Red Carpet Diaries, Queen Bee, Platinum, can't say it. Nanny Effect, My Two First Loves, Mismatched Mother of the Year, which makes sense to be honest. Love Hacks, don't understand why. Hot Couture, still not finished yet, out for the holidays. Wanted a Braidwood Manor, the freshman series, the endless. Oh no, sorry, it's not endless summer. Desire and Decorum, the Coliseum of Rome, Bloodbound, Bachelorette Party, Baby Bump.
Yeah, only
Exactly,
Baby Bump and Mother of the Year make sense, but other than that, none of the books make sense.
exactly. I just
But again, older books before 2020, I understand why they did that, because most of the players are female. All the other apps are going for females. So I understand that. Choices did a great job. They had at least 19 books, or not 19 at the time, 16 or something, which were gender customizable. So I appreciate choices for that. But even after 2020, when they knew the demographic of players, and when they said like there's going to be gender customizable books, that was really harsh for like a lot of books. But anyway, like the way I
yeah,
explained why some of the love interest in gender locked books Like why I can't get to romance them that way. But yeah, it just depends, I guess.
Yeah. Well, like they said, before we move on to whatever other book, even though I'm not even talking about a book, if they literally just made it gender customizable, I don't think anybody would hardly have any problems with them. I really don't.
Yeah, I think it should be gender customizable books mostly. That would make sense because more people will be able to interact.
I mean, look at episode. I will. We'll end it on this. Not in the episode, sorry, but you know what I mean. Look at episode. All right, some of their stories aren't perfect. They're really not. But at least they're actually trying. At least he has the option. It's called
In it,
choices. The app is actually called choices. What kind of
yeah,
choice is it when you can't even choose your own gender? What a joke.
yeah, I know.
That's all I've got to add on that.
Yeah, I totally understand that. And so what? There's a question for you. What gender locked books would you say are gender locked, like for you as a male, but
Yep.
still you enjoyed playing them? What are the top five books?
I'm going to get hate for this, but Witness.
Yeah, of course. I mean, no hate. Look, it's your choice. What book you say? Maybe someone
This
doesn't
is in
like
no
it, but
particular order.
yeah, no, no, not in particular order. Just the top, like just the
Witness,
five.
Witness, Wishful Thinking,
Hmm.
um,
WW.
Queen Bee, probably.
Could be. Yeah.
Mother of the Year, 100%. I love that book
Mother of the
because
Year.
I have to spend time with the family, and probably Haunting of Braidwood Manor.
Top five. Yeah. For me, it would be first one would be like I said, The Unexpected Errors. Then I enjoyed the first person writings of My Two First Loves and Save the Date. And then fourth one, it would be Haunting of Bedwood Manor for sure. And then to end the list, what do you think about it? It's going to be Elite.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. But you were true about one thing. You were right that all the gender customizable books are the most popular books.
Exactly. And what does that say?
Yeah.
I mean, as well, I know Wolf Bride's been out for ages, but the amount of hate I've already seen on that, and it's been out for ages, I honestly don't get people's. Yeah, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, the still the story behind that is on a different level. You don't want to get
Yes.
on that. You don't want to
No.
get in that. There's literally like one Democrat and Republican like debate going on there. You don't want to get into there. There, different sides. I mean, I have seen like I didn't even know that kind of things existed. I mean, some people saying Bastille, some people going after Morgan for Wolf Bride. I mean, that was like wow, it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah. Do you really want me to sum up what Wolf Pride is?
Yeah, go on. Though I'm still on the first chapter, but yeah, go on. I know what happened.
I warn you, Bastion tries to kidnap you, and he
Uh,
says he doesn't care. He didn't show no remorse. That's all I'll say.
I know. I'll have to see like how that goes on. I've heard about that.
No, honestly, honestly he is forced as AF. Honestly, and that, on another
The
level,
people,
of course.
the people on the cover are generally forced.
And what does that say about the freshman? Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What book is it next?
I know. But about Bastine, I mean, I have not read it yet. How he actually tries to kidnap or force us. But I mean, when I will approach the chapter, I will bear in mind that this fella is not a human; he's a wolf. So from wolf, we don't respect. He's wearing a piece of cloth. That's enough respect he's showing in this book, I guess. So I would have to bear that in mind. But I would agree with you. Like they should have done it differently. Like I was having this conversation with someone. Like their wolf, I get maybe we get kidnapped once, and then sort of we do something. Bastion at first is showing his old animalistic nature, but then he's interested in sort of trying out our world, sort of exploring our world, and we explore his world, and then he sort of we come to terms with we meet in the middle, like we respect each other's world.
Oh,
I mean, I understand, like, he's animal, so that would have been super awesome, like a total character
yeah.
arc, like our main character's father in My Two First Loves. I don't know how the story is actually, but I think that would be super awesome. I do understand one kidnapping or something drastic because he's an animal, but it shouldn't be much dire than that.
Honestly, it gets worse. That's what I will say.
Then it's oh well, like I would say something off off the air or something.
Fair enough.
I have to
What do you have?
widen towards Bastion for that then.
Fair enough. Oh, what is it now?
How? Okay. I will ask you this question.
Right.
What chapter are you in Shipwrecked?
I've read the latest chapter.
What chapter number?
I believe it's number 9.
Chapter 9. Cool. So what's happening? I mean, I saw that. I haven't read the books, but I saw the trailer. It said like we'll get shipwrecked. There'll be some animals and stuff. So did you see any animals attacking us or anything happening like that?
Nope, don't think not yet. Wait,
What
yes,
happened?
sorry, yes. In the early chapters, yes, that did happen. But since all they want, all she, what we'll see is the love interest. She kisses us. She hooked up with us, but she said she shouldn't do that. But then she does it again within 5 minutes after saying that. No, I promise you right now, that's what she does. It's really pathetic. And she said the only reason she's like this with us is because somebody they was doing a project together, her and her best friend before, or whatever it was, and she said that's the reason she put so many walls up.
Oh, so I mean walls. I mean, what kind of walls? Only emotional walls, but
Yes,
down,
and I don't mean
down.
like sexually. I mean emotionally. I don't think sexually as well, but still. But I just don't get it. It's supposed to be an adventure book, but it's a 17 mature. It's like, how is that an adventure? Adventure is in a sexual way, yes, but not an
Yeah,
adventure
sexual
book.
adventure.
Like,
No.
you get this, yeah? More has
Yeah.
happened in the first, I kid you not, I've said this numerous times, more things happened in the first 3 or 4 chapters of Endless Summer than it has in the whole of Shipwreck so far.
Yeah, man. First 5 chapters in Endless Summer Book One, it was super awesome. Yeah, I mean, what's up with choices? I mean, someone said that. Like, why choices is so excited about BDSM recently? It started with Ethan. It's going on with Sam again and again. It's now with like the shipwreck. I mean, what's up? What do they want with BDSM? What do they want, man? I mean, what is their agenda here? I mean, what they want? What's their end?
What's the gender? I will tell you something, most of the writers are female. What does that tell you?
Yeah, someone is calling me.
I know, innit?
Yeah, go on.
But honestly, you know what I said?
Yeah,
Most of the writers and choices are female.
mother of the Jesus. Okay, damn, that's
What?
heartbreaking. Yeah, but being a female writer, someone can write the male POVs too. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. I mean, if you look at some stories written, I mean, lots of female main characters have written male POVs, or male writers have written, female POVs. I mean, not in choices or any interactive novels, but like in general in literature, I'm talking about.
But yeah, choices say they're about equality, but most of the writers are female. Yeah, that's okay, that, innit?
You know.
It's a joke.
I mean, I'm
But
looking
yeah,
forward to. I mean, I would have to go through this shipwrecked. I mean, right now. I would have the Nanny affair. I'll have Queen Bee. I'll have Wolf Bride. I'll have Shipwrecked, and I'll have the Unexpected Heiress. I mean, at this point, I don't have a gender customizable book right now. Yeah, Shipwrecked is going to be that, and but the plot again, I don't know how good is that plot is. We'll see. And so only the book I'm enjoying currently is the Unexpected Heiress.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep,
I
that's
mean,
true.
what is it? Yep. I mean, what book is it now we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we can ask some questions, like I said.
What about a hustle story?
Oh yeah, hostel story. I forgot. Yeah, I mean, I think there was another thing about saving Bella, wasn't there?
Honestly, it makes me suspicious in a way. It really does. She didn't even
Yeah,
say thanks as much as she did. It. I'm honestly, this kid, I am honestly getting suspicious of Bella.
yeah. And also her father. Her father is like involved somehow in the Silk Way, like buying
Oh,
chips and stuff.
I said that a couple of weeks ago to you, didn't I, on the podcast? I said,
Yeah,
what if
yeah,
the prophet is her father?
yeah. Man, are you doing some hacking? I mean, you said Addison could be alive. Just a few days after that, Addison becomes alive. Yeah, but with Bella now, what is up with you?
I just, honestly, I'm going suspicious of her. I
I know.
really am. Like, she's never thankful for anything. She always thinks everything's about her. Honestly, it
Yeah.
honestly reminds me of the Emily in The Half Human. I hate her with a passion, but
Oh,
good she forced.
Emily was way, way better than Bella, I think. I mean, I don't know if she wasn't even visible for some of the chapters, but still, like, I think Emily was better than Bella because Bella is like being an ignorant. And by the way,
Yes,
your observation skills are on another level. You know, the last few weeks.
I know, honestly, but nobody believes me.
Yeah,
Certain people don't.
I just hope what you said about Pop is true.
I can hardly see that happening now.
Uh, I know.
It's honestly though with Bella, it's like
Yeah, I don't like that. I know. It's just. And also,
and yet when wasn't it that you and Brandon actually quite liked Bella?
no, I didn't like Bella. I didn't like
No,
Bella.
sorry, it was Ivy. Sorry, that I'm thinking of a different character.
Yeah, Ivy.
Hmm.
I liked her from the very book one. Ivy was I.
But there was a prophet thing. That's all I can remember about the last chapter. He turned up and then it just cut off again.
And Anton, he also knows, I think, the prophet. So I don't know if Mark is in safe hands or not.
Yes, like I said, he just seems a bit too nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
And
Speaking
also,
of too nice, in Queen Bee, we didn't get to see Sailing this week, did we? Last
yeah,
week?
yeah, we get to, but her character was like us, like nobody. Like when Ohio was talking about her boyfriend and how she was frauded into that and how she was schemed. Then
Exactly. No. You can't. You see why a lot of people, including me, are suspicious of her. She's nice. She seemed too nice when she turned up. She was really interested in us, but yet she. I mean, get this year about Queen Bee. Yes, get this year. This is why I think she's lying. She researched us before she came in, right? That's correct. She said, didn't she?
yeah,
But yet she says she doesn't like it there anymore. She's not even been there a week.
yeah, yeah, but
Ex-
I think
No,
I
no, I'm
thought like
sorry.
yeah, go on.
Like she turns up speaking too nice, and then she literally flips on Poppy on a sixpence, say, and then now we hardly see her anymore.
Yeah, like she's like a nobody in this chapter. She's like a nobody.
Exactly. That makes me more suspicious of her. But what I've seen of certain people leaking things, I'm not correct. But that's for a different
Yeah,
day, that story.
yeah, but
Sorry.
But I think yeah, like how do I put it? Like I don't think the what people are suspecting about who the X is or how the crew looks. I don't think it's gonna be the same because I think people didn't see um, Ohio being in the hit list, did they?
Yes, there was certain things about that.
Oh,
Actually, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said that a few weeks ago. I said no. I said that last week. I said, look, it won't surprise me if one of the top 15 was in, and she is.
yeah, yeah, she is. Then we'll have to see like how this turns out. But the X, I think it's going to be super exciting something. Otherwise, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Oh,
Yeah. But
Brandon's apparently put his stuff on his story. But anyway, that's a
yeah.
different story.
But in Hostel Story, how the heck Mark knew that Dimitri is dead?
No, we actually told him. Yes, we told him.
Oh, done. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, go on.
like I said, to add on that, I really, really do think I'm getting some more suspicious of Bella.
Yeah, she's like, save me, save my father, save my family, save my cousin, save my ass.
Save my arse. Look, no, that's all we do think about. Never mind saving it. But just, oops, sorry about that stomach.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, I'm just honestly just fed up of everything at the moment with Bella.
I know.
What you should read, you shouldn't read Lovesick because some of the stories are even worse than her. I will say.
Like the male characters?
Oh, you won't believe how many are forced. Good God. Oh, but to be honest, I had dreams out. I mean, Lovesick. I really do bloody hope that they do make um another
Dream
book
Zone.
this week. Sorry.
Oh, Dream Zone. Yeah, I would love that. I mean, Honey. It seems like it was just yesterday Honeywood was released, and it ended.
Exactly. But what I will say about Dream Zone, what I don't like is the too leave on too much of it. Sometimes I just leave it when it's not even when it don't make sense to, like on a stupid note. Like, do you know what I mean? With some books, they leave it on a stupid cliffhanger, which it shouldn't even really be a cliffhanger. I just hate books like that. But yeah, I mean, to add on that, I really just hope the they make a new they bring out a new book this week.
Yeah.
Because on Lovesick, I believe they're bringing 3 or 4 out at the moment.
Yeah, Dream Zone is slacking up. I thought, no, no worries. I thought it was my fault because something happened to my device. Yeah, it happens, no worries. I was just going to add you.
Yeah. I forgot what we were even talking about.
Yeah, the
But yeah,
what
I forgot what we
Be-
were talking about.
Bella being suspicious.
Oh yeah, I just think there's more going on to that. To be honest, but yeah, I think that's all I've got. Was on Dream Zone at the moment. Then, so yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
Dream Zone. It has to have another book. It's like you were saying, like Love Sick has more books.
yes. Even the same people who make there's the same people who make um Dream Zone. Sorry, so obviously, to me, I think the priorities are on Lovesick, but it's unfortunate to see, you know, well,
Yeah, excuse me.
you know, it is what it is.
Mm. It is indeed unfortunate.
Yeah, I think
No
that's it then.
doubt about it.
I've got a word on that.
Yeah, but here's one more thing for you. Is that so? Like we did last week, some questions. Let's start with Dream Zone because we have lots of interesting books in Dream Zone. No, we did for Dream Zone, and we know they're anxious for Dream Zone. But in choices, who would you say are your top five? I mean, you don't have to rank them like my one or two or three, but just like you know, like top five villains,
Villain.
antagonist characters. But by antagonist, I don't mean like antagonists like Martins who don't have any any class to them or anything. Then just sore losers, or Vince or Brian who are like sore loser for what they are. But even they're antagonists, but maybe because of a sore past, or maybe they're driven by something. Just like Milton, like Court Classy.
That's funny, that, because I've just written that one down. I'm just thinking now.
Yeah.
Milton. Honestly, I really can't think of Crystal.
Crystal, yeah. Here was the one.
Um, I can't think of any choices. Uh, Jane. Is it Jade? Jade slash Redfield?
Yeah, Red Jane.
Yes. Slash Field. I'll just put that as one because, you know. Um, I honestly really can't think of any more choices.
Yeah. By the way, antagonist made me realize. Do you know how the chapter of the Nanny affair ended? The recent chapter.
Yes, about the sex tape.
Yeah. What the heck is that? I mean, sex tape.
Exactly. I really don't know what to comment on that, to be honest.
Yeah. And Addison.
Now, do you know why I said we're going to get a book 3?
Are they gonna get a book 3? I
I
think so.
were, yeah. If it's a wedding book, though, I am going to go mental.
Someone said the same thing about Open Heart Book 3. And if they don't make it a wedding book, I'll be so happy.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody else, you know.
Yeah, I exactly know. Here's a question for you. If you had given the option to rewrite 3 books, what 3 books would you rewrite? And how would you write them? I mean, plot or something in excess, or you would add less, or how do you modify the book, let's say? Like, if you had given the option to edit 3 books, what 3 books would it be? And how would you edit them? Go on.
Open Heart Book 1, 2, and 3 are take Ethan out of the story.
What's next?
No, seriously. Open Heart 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I am being serious. Open Heart Book 1, 2, and 3, and just change Ethan's character to not be a possessive, little whiny little twat. Honestly, I kid you not. That's what I really wanted. Oh, actually, no. I refuse to say that. Sorry, but Open Heart Book 1, Book 2 and 3. Sorry,
I don't
because
think you need. I don't think you need to change book 2 and book 3 if you change book 1.
no,
You
I
know what
will
I
pick.
mean?
No. What I will do then, sorry, because I like book 1. It's quite a good book because I'm more a plot one. But book 2 and 3 of Open Heart for Ethan to take him out of the story, just based on of how possessive, how sexually he assaulted us. Technically, sexually assault. That's what technically what he did, trying to force us to do something. I really didn't. I've never even forced. I've never even interacted with him in that kind of way, and he just says that, you know. Another book, The Nanny Affair.
Book
No,
2.
seriously. Yes.
What would you do?
Do I even need to say?
Yeah, yeah. Bring light.
Bring
Create the
light.
world.
Have it more of a family-centric book instead of hooking up every chapter.
Yeah, and a plot.
Yes, and a plot. Not the same competition plot as they always have.
It was not even a competition. Come on, man. I mean, even if it were a competition, like a good competition, I think
Yeah,
it would have been better. Really would have been better. But there was no competition.
exactly. But some people are obsessed with a certain characters, but they won't believe anything's wrong with it. So you know, I- well, if I had to rank them, it'd be number one to get rewritten would be the Nanny Affair, and then book two and three, respectively, of Open Heart.
Open heart. And what is the third book?
Oh, to be honest, no. Actually, to be honest, I will backtrack on that again. Sorry. Open Heart Book Two, The Nanny Affair,
Yeah.
and probably I try to think of a book. I actually can't think. Try to think of a book I really don't like, but not dislike, but really don't like. But I just change something and enjoy what make it a bit better. I really couldn't tell you. I actually can't think.
I don't know.
But yeah, I honestly can't think.
For me, I would like to change. First of all, Wolf Pride a little bit to first make the character gender customizable, and Bastien, like I described earlier, and then also with Morgan, and I have Bastien and Morgan, both of them gender customizable, and then sort of do it. And I might make Morgan a full antagonist and Bastien like a main love interest, but definitely changing the course.
You do realise then you only two love interest in the book.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you just want a male love interest.
No, I said gender customizable.
Oh, sorry, I thought
All
you said no, no, no. Yeah,
like both
that
of them
actually
gender
makes sense. To
customizable.
be fair.
Yeah, because that would have made more sense. Because Morgan, what was trying to do, I would have projected Morgan as more of like who is trying to like take hurt the environment and stuff. But I would have put more pressure on that. Like maybe that Morgan person is not doing it on purpose, and then finally there would be an antagonist up until chapter 8 or something, and then they would come to terms with like, okay, I was something like like I was under the wrong impression. I did wrong, and then sort of coming together. And like what I said for Bastien, that would happen, and everyone gender customizable, three of them. I think that would have turned out to be way better. And Bastien, like at first animalistic, and then slowly, both of us are getting to know each other's world and coming to terms with that. That would have been super awesome. And then second book would be Open Heart, book three. I mean, book two, I think book one, book two were fine. But book three, I would have liked for Kyra to stay, Esme and Kyra to become a love interest. And then, and the story to have a bit more dimension and maybe a 20 chapters finale. That would have been super awesome.
Yeah, instead of making it just in the hospital all the time.
Hmm. Yeah. And third book would be, I would have said the Nanny Affair, but I couldn't care less. So it's going to be, what else? Another book. It's going to be Foreign Affairs, where I would have given Aina the, story arc she deserved, like a proper, like how heart comfort scene, like after the betrayal, how MC feels, and how Aina goes under and sort of MC and Aina again get closer. Of and we have one or two chapter dedicated to her, and then next up we'll have one or two chapter dedicated to Tatum and sort of reviving what we had when we were kids and what happened, and elaborately I'd have liked to project Tatum as a love interest, Ian as a love interest, and then one chapter for Blaine because she already has enough screen time, and then with Winston 3 or 4 more chapters and end with a bang with 23rd or 24th chapter. That would be super awesome, I guess.
Yeah.
And another book, of course, it's going to be. I mean, there are most of books because I don't know. Yeah, so this is another question. Let's add another question. What books, I mean, what are these five books that you would have liked to have this, okay, let me rephrase the question. What are what are the five books you would have liked to see getting a sequel? And on the contrary, what are another five books that you wouldn't have been that you would have been okay with not having a sequel? In other words, what are the five books that you didn't like when they got sequel, or that you didn't think deserved sequel? So go,
The ones who didn't deserve a sequel.
huh?
The ones who I don't think deserve a sequel.
Yeah,
Trying to think, you know.
yeah.
The Royal
Take your
Romance.
oh yeah. Seconded,
Um,
seconded, man.
um, sorry, I'm gonna have to have a look at all the choices books.
Wow,
Have a
I
look.
love the sound.
Yeah. It's quite weird as well because my desk is quite compact and I've got the phone on the desk on charge, my mouse, my keyboard, sorry, not my keypad, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, keyboard.
Oh, it's in bloody caps. I don't want caps. Sorry about this.
Yeah,
Right,
all
there we go.
caps.
Have a look at the books.
Wow.
Sorry about this. It's
No,
annoying
no, go
me.
ahead.
Oops, sorry, here we go. Right. Sorry about this. I've got books right now. Who didn't deserve the books? Right, I'll start from the bottom. I'll read up how many we need. Rules of Engagement.
Didn't deserve,
The
you're
Royal.
saying?
Did you know the Royal Romance has 7 books?
I know. It has like
No, but sorry.
sequels.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Books what didn't deserve that many. What I'm trying to
Yeah.
say as well. So I'll bend it a little bit. Rules of Engagement, Royal Romance, Red Carpet Diaries.
Mm. Three.
No, no. The Freshman, 100. That's free, isn't it? Yeah, that's free. The Freshman, um, The Crown and the Flame. I really don't like that book. And probably Baby Bump.
There you go. Yeah. You're finished?
Yes, they're the books. The ones that I do think deserve a sequel.
Yeah.
Um, Slow Burn. I'd say one of them to me.
Slow burn. Yeah.
Slow Burn. Um, It Lives.
100%. It's getting a sequel anyway, outside of choices.
Foreign Affairs.
100%.
Um, Big Sky Country. I hope to get another one. I love that book.
Yeah.
And
Patient.
I don't think of another. Wishful Thinking, probably. Yeah, I'd probably say that.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. That's the end.
Yes, that's the ones I've said. Yes.
Okay. For me, I would my list of the books that I want to have sequel. So that would be Hero, um, Foreign Affairs, Distant Shores, Nightbound, and of course Big Sky Country. So I would have
Oh my God!
liked
Sorry,
to.
sorry. Nightbound. Sorry, I know you only said 5, but Nightbound. Please, honestly,
Nightbound.
that is, I know
I know.
it's Nightbound is better than Bloodbound. Change my
I
mind.
I know. I know. I mean, these seven books are the books that I would have personally liked to have a sequel. I would have
Yeah,
personally liked for these books to have a sequel. And the books that I think are kind of overrated and didn't deserve a sequel, of course, the Raw Romance. I mean, forget about sequel. I mean, three books were fine, but it has even a spin-off. So the spin-offs, I mean, that just I don't know what to think about that. And then I think what else? The Nanny Affair book two, it didn't deserve a book two, you know. It should have been ended in book one. Um, then I think next step would be what else? Um, I don't know. And other than everything that I have read so far seems legit to have a sequel. What did I read? Yeah, other than all the books that I've read, were okay to have sequel. Actually, I think the Nanny Affair and Queen Bee are the first books that I've read that have sequels and are gender locked. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever read any sequels of a gender locked book. So um, Baby Bump. I mean, yeah, it was okay, I guess. But yeah, these two books, I don't think it deserves sequels. I think they could have just invented the time to some other places. But like they said, you know, that's just what I think. But you know, it's definitely money makers for them.
Yep. But you know,
Yeah,
you there?
yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got no
so
to add on that, to be honest.
yeah, so here's a really interesting question for you. I would love to see what you think about this. That um that let's start with just choices here, and you can go to Dream Zone if you like. But what have you found out that do you think is the most controversial thing in in a book? Like for you, like you think this is controversial. Like it could be one, or maybe you have found out in some various books. So what are some things that are really controversial, and you found them out in some choices books?
What of the yeah, Ethan when you don't romance him, but he still wants to push BDSM on you, which is technically sexual assault. That really annoyed me. Another controversial thing. I want to say it, but in Wolf Bride, but I can't because you haven't read it, so I'm not going to. Um, I can't tell you. Controversial, controversial. I, honestly, I can't honestly think of anything off the top of my head. I really couldn't.
Yeah. For me, on the contrary, I would say the Nanny Affair book two is it going, and Queen Bee book two in some parts also. I would say it's kind of controversial because for me, I think just the way the everyone is like how they're represented, like I think it's kind of harsh sometimes that it's mostly about popularity, and it's kind of they're in college but still acting like bunch of immatures. I mean, yeah, the story is enjoyable. I mean, that's 100%. I mean, it's fun, the dramatic, but even like it's kind of something like really that should happen like in a Belvoir like society there. Yeah, I mean, some things can exist, but in the amount it's existing or the extent of it, it's like quite too much, I think, and it's kind of counterproductive sometimes. So that's what I think about it.
I can't think of any other controversial things, to be honest.
No, me neither. Me neither. I think what day is today? So it is 18th of October. So I think it's going to be 31st of October or somewhere near that when Choices is going to drop. Um, Wake the Dead.
I honestly, but I'm actually quite looking forward to that. You know.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Though it's for me, it's in December, but still, I'm looking forward to like how this comes out.
Yep. I really am. Thank God we've actually got a horror book instead of these stupid, forced, bloody gender locked books. an actual good, hopefully good horror story because we need more of them, not just bloody romance, bloody obsessed
I
ones.
know. I think I can assure you, I guess, that this book, Wake the Dead, it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to be also, it's going to be really, exciting and good. I mean, I can guarantee it's going to be good, one way or the other. At least the first 10 chapters will be blast. I don't know how they're going to end or whether they're going to give a sequel or not, but it would start with a blast. That I can assure you. I mean, just by the look of it, how the love interests are, how they're saying the poster is, I think it's going to be $1 million.
Yep. Like, honestly, like I've said, honestly, it's probably one of my favourite ones, but horror. I just wish literally they did more books like that. Or mystery books, like a murder book or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Something like Pretty Little Liars, like in Lovesick. A book like that. Like based on a real story like that. An actual mystery book, for God's sake. Like, I know Got Unexpected Heiress and
yeah,
stuff like that, but do you know what I mean? More books like that. Mystery.
yeah,
Good mystery
yeah,
books. Not like these
yeah.
stupidly
I mean, I
pathetic
know.
books like Pure Romance.
I know. I mean, mystery book choices just did Veils of Secrets, and then after a long time, for a VIP section, they did the unexpected areas. But other than that, they don't have any mystery. And I think Veil of Secrets was really good, but it's also about like how the society was, and it was a good murder mystery book. But like an actual British murder mystery set in old times, the unexpected areas really rocked it. I mean, that was super awesome. But yeah, I totally agree. Like something like that. I mean, maybe a murder mystery, like a school murder mystery or something. That would have been super awesome if they come up with
Do you know
that.
what? I hate to say this, but a dinosaur book. I love
Uh-huh.
Jurassic Park. Stuff, something like that. You know what I mean? A good
I mean, when
mystery.
you say, I mean, as much as I love the idea, but I think if there's a dinosaur book, it's going to be shipwrecked. We're going to hook up on the back of the dinosaur.
Well, that won't surprise me. No, but being serious, though, like, we need more mystery,
Yeah, I
more
know.
horror books.
The dinosaur, like maybe we are from this time and we sort of time
Like,
travel back to the
like I said,
Jurassic
exact
age.
something like shipwrecked.
Yeah,
Shipwrecked. Shipwrecked.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Not
Distant
shipwrecked.
shores. Distant shores.
We'll travel back in time. Distant Shores.
Yeah,
But like you
exactly.
say, we need more mystery books. I really am. I just hope choices really do pick up. I'm seriously.
Me too. If they don't, I'd be really upset about that.
Yeah, to me, if Wake the Dead's not very good, then I really don't hold any much hope for it anymore for him.
You know, Wed the Dead and then Crimes of Passion. I have high hopes for that. Even though Crimes of Passion is going to be an interesting book, but we'll have to see. I think it's going to be a great book. It's going to have a combo of romance and adventure. We'll have to wait and see for that. But Wed the Dead is definitely going to be an era-defining book. Like it would define how choices will, like what choices will stand for, and how in let's say next 1 year, next 2 year, or next 3 years. Because Choices is still pretty young. It started its journey in 2016 or something in there, and it started out pretty well. I mean, if you
Yep.
look at other app stores, their story, the first 2 or 3 years up until 2015, Choices did a really good job with the books they produced. They produced gender locked books, gender customizable books. They were really spot on. But then, I don't think a pandemic has to do something with this because the
Nope.
they planned. I mean, yeah, they're slow. There were hiatuses. I understand that, and I everybody understands that. But the quality of books they produce, I think, they sort of went down, and they're still like they're getting stuck. I think this will be pretty fun. Like whether I think they're trying to follow what other apps are trying to do, like a hot CEO boss, like hooking up with the hot CEO boss, giving more BDSM scenes and stuff. They're sort of shifting their focus to that. Whether they're going to continue to do that or they're going to follow their route, because I think Choices has a pretty good route, and that route is Endless Summer. That route is Hero. That route is Heist of Monaco, America's Most Eligible, High School Story, Veil of Secrets. I mean, they did produce some good books like The Unexpected Heiress, Foreign Affairs, Law of Attraction, and some other books, even though they were up and down in some places. But perfectly, I would say The Unexpected Heiress and The Foreign Affairs. These were great creations this time. Blades of Light and Shadow and Distant Shores. Open Heart Book 3, I mean, they concluded that, but I would love for them to really grow from here. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
this is pretty defining. The next year, whatever that they're doing the survey and stuff. I hope they sort of implement those things into like the app actually, and they develop it. Fingers crossed. I hope to do that.
And as well with the VIP thing, I will answer something on that.
Yeah,
Most of the books are going to be VIP when they're released, right? To me, if they're doing something like that, or at least make VIP like £5 a month, unless something like £15, really put the price on it, and it'll get more people to pay. Because
yeah.
£15 a month, it doesn't seem like a lot, but to people like me and others, it's a rip off. It's an absolute rip off.
I mean, who bloody? I mean, for a VIP book, maybe you have just one VIP book. You read 4 chapters, or maybe four for 8 chapters a month. Why would you pay that much money? And it's sometimes it's like a lot of people don't have that privilege to pay that much money for an
Well,
interactive
some
book.
people, sorry, some people who paid it up are not even old enough to own a bank account to even pay.
Yeah, exactly. That's just BS. I think they should drop the VIP thing or literally lower the price to so that everybody can afford it.
Yeah, like I know you live somewhere different to me,
Hmm.
right? But in my
Yeah,
country, it's £14.49, I believe, right?
yeah,
If you dropped it down to £5, like £5, what's that in 1 minute? Where you live, is 517 rupees, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like, look at the difference of that. Now, let's put 15, and that's nearly 1,000. That's 1,500 in your currency. It's like,
yeah.
what a joke.
Huge, yeah, man. I mean that's a tuition fee if you are like in college. That
Yep.
1,000 is like a tuition fee for your college.
Yep.
And you
I
tell
mean, a
me,
year as well. What's that? I'm not even going to. What, 15 times 10 is 150. Nearly £170 a year just on VIP.
yeah, this is a blood. I know.
And
I
as
mean,
well, do you want to know something funny with what you were saying about all the good books? Yeah, like
yeah,
It Lives, It Veil of Secrets, Endless Summer.
yeah,
What all books are they? Horror and mystery books. What does that say?
exactly. Only horror books.
Exactly.
Yeah, a mystery book, and a
Exactly.
good a blending of romance, hookup, and plot. Heist Monaco. Look at that. America's Most Eligible, and you have romance, but it would seem like a romance book, but it's more than romance. It's just not in every chapter. Just buying a cloth, entering a shop by mistake. It's not just that.
Exactly. Like I said, for all the top books, what you mentioned earlier, like It Lives, Veil of Secrets, Endless Summer, Foreign
Annie.
Affairs, say, Mystery, Unexpected Heiress, everybody likes that almost. They're all mystery slash horror books. Like, come on,
Yeah,
Pixelberry. At least listen to your fans. Yes, it
exactly.
might seem in all the forms and that, like all in the data that people like the romance ones. But when you push that certain book in a person's face, it's like, come on. It's like,
Yeah, I
come
mean,
on.
look at
It's like not like as well. Like I don't know if to look on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. We are a silent minority. People like
yeah,
me. I don't go on to fingers saying this book deserves this book deserves that. It might make a difference. It might not. That's why I don't do it because I don't think it'll make a difference.
No, it
But
won't. Yeah.
Pixelberry should look at the stuff like this on Reddit, say, and Facebook and Twitter, and actually look what people want. It's a joke. Well,
I know.
I'm saying that because I'm angry, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, yes, you can look at the data, but you don't just look at the data and forget about everything else.
Mm.
You know, it's
I know.
sorry.
They see how much money people are spending per book to buy diamonds, to buy keys. The Nanny affair, people bought a lot of keys to spend time with Sam in book one. So they said, give this book a book
On me.
two. Give more of Sam in different positions in different places. And that's what you have there. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like I said, to end on that, whenever you're finishing, it's like it's true, isn't it?
Oh. I totally agree with that. They need to,
Um,
like I was saying, if you even look at the current release schedule, the Royal Romance, which many people wouldn't be able to read if they're new to choices, so you just eliminate that. What you have? You have Queen Bee, which is a fair book, but other than that, you have Oath Bride, which is a romance book. You have Shipwreck, which is a romance book, not an adventure book. You have The Nanny Affair, which is a hookup book. Um, and what else? You have The Unexpected Heirs, which is the only book that's like an adventure book. So, like, it's just one versus how many? Three or four books? So there should
yeah.
be an equal balance, 2-2 or 3-3.
There's something funny about this as well. I will add on that. I know Antos talked about saying your top books mystery and slash horror. Yeah, I mean, it's something about the top books as well. They've still got romance, but not as much.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
I, but what can we do? Because we keep complaining about it. They're not going to listen, are they?
Nope, they're not. Hopefully the survey makes sense. Because I definitely like, there was a survey like, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being totally bad and 5 being very good, I think. How do you rate the genres? So I rated 5, 5, 5. The horror, mystery, historical, romance genres. I rated 4, but there was a erotica. So I said erotica. It's just 1. I don't want erotica.
Yeah. Um, I'm just honestly, I've just realised that now. Like you said, all the top books, like you said. Honestly, I know I've said it 3 or 4 times now, but it's genuinely true. The top books, in my opinion, are the ones that have hardly got any romance and just good mystery books.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Which
probably saying that because I'm a bit biased, but I don't care. It is true, and even you agree.
Yeah, definitely. They have a prominent plot that also it's not like they don't have love, they don't have steamy scenes. They do have that, but they're really classy. They don't write, like grabbing someone's ass, spanking them, and stuff like that. They're really delicate with what they're writing. They're delicate with how they're dealing with it. I mean, yeah, one or two exceptions like Queen Bee, which you can understand the way it needs to like create the fun and stuff, so you can get why the book is like that, but which is a really good great book in its genre. But except from Queen Bee, if you've seen the Nanny Affair, why do you need to be such vulgar with your language in the Nanny Affair? There's no need to go such vulgar. I mean, it could have kept it classy, but they just they're good, and you can't really complain about that also, I believe, because if you see everywhere, like wherever you see marketing, for marketing purposes, everything is about sex and hookup, like even if it has a good quality or not, because always oftentimes the things that have good quality are underrated, very few people appreciate. A lot of people wouldn't even, I mean, I'm not blaming people, but that's just how it is. You can't do anything about that. I mean, often, I mean, it's our fortune that America's Most Eligible got 3 books, and High School Story has 3 books, and It Lives at Least got 2 books, because sometimes they really get downvoted because not a lot of people like them, and but choices, like you said, its name is choices. So they should see what they're doing. And I think instead of just giving sequels to books by whether it's popular or not, or let's see how many people are liking it, this is a this is a bad idea. I think they should do this thing, just like what Dream Zone does. I don't think Dream Zone looks like, oh, this fella's liking Hostel Story, I'll give this book three. No, they don't do that. They have a time limit. It's just one book. So you just you plan a story, and you think whether you can give a really good second book to this or not. Like they did with the High School Story. They thought, yeah, it deserves a book too, because they didn't realize, they didn't wait for fans to reply or whatever, because they knew like I can give this book a plot. So they went for it. And if no matter how good the book is, if you think you can give it a plot as a writer, give it a plot. But with the Nanny affair, they went, oh, like, I think people are liking it. Give it a sequel. I don't think they planned a sequel, but they gave it a sequel, and look, it's a hot mess. So I think as a writer, they understand better when they're planning a book, whether they have the material, whether they have all those things to for another book or not. If they think they have, then go for it. Other than that, maybe extend it, or do whatever you want, but don't just go with like, oh, it's popular, give it a book too. You go with what you originally planned. And I think that way you will have more genres.
Yep.
If you publish 10 books, and for the 10 books, if you think 9 books deserve sequel, give them. But the one book that didn't, okay. But it doesn't have to be the same romance book every time, but it would depend on what the writer is thinking. And I think that will have more genres, will have more variety, and it would be super good, I guess.
Yep. It's exactly.
That's just it.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Say again.
this week I
Say again.
hope we get a new book. Yeah, this week I hope we get a new book from Dream Zone.
Yes. Sorry. Either as well because just one book releasing. That's a bit down.
I know this was
Yep.
horrible. I mean, if they don't release a book this Thursday, even I'm gonna be really, really sad about how Dream Zone is going about their schedule.
Yep.
There needs to be a book this week. Yeah,
100%.
definitely. Okay, so do you have anything else to add to that or anything?
Um, I really don't think I do.
Yeah, so I think that's where we need to wrap up the part.
Yep.
Yes, and I'm definitely gonna be connected to you via social media. And I think Brendan would be able to join us next week, and then we'll
Yep.
sort of.
Yep. Let's just hope. Honestly, I'm just hoping that we get a good chapter of a new book this week, sorry, in Dream Zone, because they have no excuse, in my opinion, because obviously in Lovesick, I think I've said this here, but I'll say it again. In Lovesick, they're releasing 2 or 3 books a week now, 3 or 4 books. It's like you literally make another app. Why can't you? You know. But fair enough. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to add now. To be honest. Are you there?